Ready to power up while you're AFK? In this countdown, we're ranking the top 10 idle action RPG mobile games of 2025. Quick sessions, big power spikes, and deep buildcraft. From smart prestiges to artifact synergies, these picks grind non-stop. Let's begin. Blade Idol. You start as a humble herbalist who stumbles upon a mythical blade, and that twist defines the whole experience. Simple to pick up, surprisingly deep to master. This is an idle action RPG where your hero never stops grinding, even offline. But active play matters. Jump into optimized skill rotations, time burst windows, and push tougher stages. What sets Blade Idol apart is its layered growth. You're not just leveling. You're forging gear with set bonuses, awakening artifacts, raising pets, and slotting runes to create wildly different builds. Bosses aren't damage sponges. They test your stats and timing with dungeons, expeditions, and seasonal events constantly feeding upgrades. Progression feels generous. Meaningful AFK rewards, quick daily loops, and a steady drip of milestones that keep your power climbing. Slayer Legends. This is the idle action RPG that looks simple but rewards skillful micromanagement. Your hero farms 24/7, yet jumping in matters. You time ultimates, weave dodges, and chain skills to melt elite waves and bosses. What sets Slayer Legends apart is its reset-driven buildcraft. Reincarnate to bank permanent talents, then experiment with runes, relics, spirits, and gear sets to create wildly different playstyles, from crit burst glass cannon to sustain tank. Short, satisfying loops. Labyrinths, boss rush, and daily trials feed steady upgrades, while offline rewards keep progress moving even when you're away. Clean visuals, punchy effects, and leaderboard races make every push exciting. If you want non-stop growth with real theorycraft, Slayer Legends nails it. Idle Heroes. An idle RPG built around smart team building and non-stop growth. Your squad farms gear, gold, and hero shards 24/7, but jumping in matters. Optimize skill order, exploit faction counters, and time ultimates to crush bosses. What sets Idle Heroes apart is its deep roster crafting. Fuse and evolve heroes up the star ladder, unlock transcendence tiers, and chase meta-defining artifacts. Synergy is king. Mix factions for aura bonuses or run mono teams for raw power, then fine-tune with enables, exclusive gear, and void imprints. Content is relentless. Campaign, Tower of Oblivion, Aspen Dungeon, Seal Land, guild raids, and competitive PvP seasons keep rewards flowing. Generous AFK loot and clear upgrade paths make every session meaningful. Log in, make a few sharp decisions, and feel stronger every day. Fortress Saga. An idle action RPG where your party fights from a traveling fortress, your engine of progress. It farms gold, gear, and shards 24/7, but jumping in matters. Time ultimates, swap formations, and trigger fortress skills to melt elites and bosses. What sets Fortress Saga apart is the base itself. You upgrade a modular fortress, turrets, support pylons, and buff nodes to shape how your team plays. Pair that with hero ascensions, gear sets, artifacts, and spirits to craft distinct builds, from crit burst glass cannons to sustain walls that outlast everything. Content stays tight and rewarding. Campaign pushes, boss rushes, labyrinths, expeditions, guild raids, and arena. AFK rewards are generous, dailies are quick, and every login lets you lock in another power spike. Smart tweaks, non-stop growth. Tiny Quest Idle RPG. A bite-sized idle action RPG that never stops grinding, but rewards you when you jump in. Your tiny heroes farm gear, gold, and shards 24/7. Then you take over to time ultimates, swap formations, and burst down elite waves and bosses. What sets Tiny Quest Idle RPG apart is its micro buildcraft. Short stages, big decisions, ascend heroes quickly, stack relic synergies, slot runes, and awaken artifacts to create distinct team identities. From crit rush glass cannons to sustain walls that outlast everything. Progression is snappy and generous. Fast dailies, offline loot that actually matters, and a steady loop of campaign pushes, boss trials, expeditions, and seasonal events. Quick sessions, non-stop growth. Perfect for players who love efficient power spikes. The Demonized. An idle action RPG where your power literally feeds on corruption. Your hero farms 24/7, but jumping in matters. Time ultimates, weave dodges, and chain skills to melt elites and bosses. What sets the Demonized apart is its transformation loop. Build a corruption meter to unlock demon forms, then spend or cleanse it to pivot your playstyle. Mix packs, sigils, and relic sets to craft distinct builds, from lifesteal bruisers to crit burst glass cannons, while reincarnations bank permanent talents for each new run. Content stays punchy. Campaign pushes, boss trials, rifts, and seasonal events with leaderboards. AFK rewards feel generous, dailies are quick, and every login converts into a tangible power spike. Dark vibe, smart theorycraft, non-stop growth. Almost a Hero. A hilarious idle tap action RPG about a bunch of wannabes who keep failing forward while your progress never stops. Your team farms gold, gear, and shards 24/7, but jumping in matters. Time ultimates, chain skill combos, and push boss walls for huge bursts. What sets Almost a Hero apart is character-driven buildcraft. Each misfit has unique skills and talent trees, and the upgradable ring acts like a power core. Enchant it with runes, artifacts, and trinkets to pivot between crit burst, burn/bleed DOT, or sustain builds. Prestige to bank permanent bonuses, then experiment again. Snappy loops keep rewards flowing. Campaign, trials, time challenges, and seasonal events. Generous AFK loot, quick dailies, and charming humor make every login a satisfying power spike. Lightning Princess. An idle action RPG where a royal thunder mage turns every fight into a light show. Your hero farms 24/7, but jumping in matters. Time ultimates, dodge telegraphed slams, and chain skills to overcharge enemies, then detonate for massive burst. What sets Lightning Princess apart is the overcharge loop. Stack shock, pop storm marks, and ride a supercharged meter to unleash chain lightning that jumps across entire waves. Buildcraft runs deep. Ascend the princess, socket sigils, awaken artifacts, and mix gear sets and spirit familiars for glass cannon crit builds or sustain heavy thunder tanks. Snappy loops, campaign pushes, boss rush, roguelite trials, seasonal events, and guild races. Feed generous AFK rewards. Quick sessions, real depth, non-stop growth. Nonstop Knight 2. The tap-friendly idle action RPG built for quick bursts and steady progress. Your knight never stops grinding, farming gold and loot 24/7, but jumping in matters. Time your skills, weave dodges, and drop ultimates to shred elites and bosses. What sets Nonstop Knight 2 apart is its plug-and-play buildcraft. Swap armor sets, roll affixes, and socket enhancements to pivot between crit burst glass cannon, whirlwind mob clear, or tanky sustain. Talents and skill synergies keep every upgrade meaningful, while enchant rerolls let you chase that perfect loadout. Short, satisfying loops, campaign pushes, boss gauntlets, and rotating challenges feed generous AFK rewards. Log in, make a few sharp choices, feel an immediate power spike. Clean visuals, punchy effects, and leaderboard races seal the deal. Non-stop action, non-stop growth. Tap Titans 2, Slay Legends. An idle tap action RPG where your swordmaster never stops pushing, even while you're away. Jump into time burst windows. Tap to shred boss shields, trigger skill cards, and chain ultimates for massive damage spikes. What sets Tap Titans 2 apart is its prestige-driven buildcraft. Reset runs to bank relics, then power up artifacts, unlock masteries, and craft mythic gear sets that reshape your playstyle. Go pet-centric for consistent DPS, card combo for explosive bursts, or survivability for marathon pushes. Content keeps the loop tight. Multi-stage campaigns, daily tournaments, equipment crafting, and clan raids against Titan Lords. Generous offline gold, fast dailies, and constant milestones turn every short session into real, satisfying progress.